Hey guys, I want to talk about what I want to learn and how I want to improve my art in the future. But first, I will show you the process that I go through right now to make my drawings. And I'm still trying to get over the fear of posting videos, so please bear with me. I use Clip Studio Paint for my digital drawings, and what I normally do is I draw the original sketch on a real piece of paper, scan it, and then use that as my rough sketch to start drawing the line art on the computer. But for the sake of this video, I'm going to start sketching right on my tablet. And here we go. Okay, so this is basically how I normally sketch out the basic proportions of the body. I mostly like to draw comics in a simplified version like this. Is not completely wrong, I would say, but I definitely want to improve it. First of all, how I draw the proportions of the head tells me the general way the character is facing, but it's not useful enough if I want to map out more specific details on the face. And how I do the bodies, it's also, I think, too simple. Basically, a lot of it just falls apart when I'm trying to draw more dynamic poses like a body twisting, for example. And the arms look a little bit long, but that's part of this character that I'm drawing, so maybe I should have picked a different drawing, but it's okay. So here's me drawing the face, the hair, and the overall fit of the clothing. And yeah, she's wearing this kind of like a cat armor plus hoodie type of thing. She's an original character design that just happened when I was doodling. And yeah. I'm not sure how much detail other artists put into their rough sketches, but I think I'll do about this much. Does it need to be more detailed and improved? I'm not really sure. I wish I had art friends to exchange more critiques with. But yeah, please be my art friend. Okay, and now I'm doing the line art. I think you'll notice that my line art is kind of on the thicker side. This one is my preference. I personally think it's a big part of my style, but I don't know what you guys think, but I like drawing like this. But the problem is that I don't really know how to do different things, you know? Like, I would like to spice it up more, but yeah, so it would be cool to learn to use different thickness and experiment with many more things. And so, you know how some artists, they draw without any outlines? I always thought those were really cool. That's something that I don't really know how to do well, so yeah, I would like to learn about stuff like that. It somehow feels embarrassing to show everything to people like this. And yeah, how do people do this? This is hard. Making YouTube videos is hard, guys. And okay, yeah, she's supposed to be wearing this type of a mechanized catsuit. And by the way, if I'm a complete beginner at making YouTube videos, so if there's any like tips or maybe something that I can learn about making videos specifically, feel free to tell me about it. I promise I will go look it up and learn about it, because this is really challenging for me. I guess I'll just let it play out until it finishes, and then I will do the coloring. Alright, so the line art for my character is finished. My style is on the simpler side, as you can see. And yeah, I'll start the coloring process now. As you can see, I use the fill tool and the pen tool almost exclusively to color. And this works if I am just drawing a comic strip, for example. But again, the problem is that this is all I know how to do. I want to add more stuff to my arsenal. Like all the other artists online I noticed, they use things like, the airbrush or like the masking layers and everything. Like I wish I could use a fraction of that power if it's possible. And I also want to just put out there that I'm not trying to change everything about my drawing process. I do like my style, but I believe there's a difference between this being the only thing I can do and learning new stuff and then choosing which technique to implement. Does that make sense? Okay, so I want to pause here because if you look at my layers, you can see that I work with a very minimal amount of layers, right? I don't make separate layers for every shadows and highlights and stuff like that, and this can be convenient, but it's a nightmare when there are like patterns on the color layer that I have to put shadows on, or if I want to experiment with changing up stuff after I've colored it in. So that's definitely something I want to learn working with, like a lot of layers. One thing about me is I'm not really good at the whole technology stuff. I'm especially terrible at this whole social media game, and yeah, when I was researching other art YouTubers so that I can get a sense of what to do on YouTube, I realized that I've been missing out on a lot of things, like feedback with other artists, and I could have learned a lot of techniques along the way, but I just did my own thing too much, I think. I might be a little late, but I'm kind of glad that I'm starting now. I mean, yeah, better late than never, right? I guess. Alright, one more thing, because if you look at how I choose my colors for the shading, you can see that I just pick the original color and then simply choose a darker shade for that color on the color wheel, right? This is me not understanding color theory. I recently learned that colors are way more complex and interesting than just this. This is something I have to learn how to improve. You can see that I'm having a lot of trouble figuring out where to put the shadows. The whole coloring process, in my opinion, is so hard. I mean, drawing clean line art is one thing, but the coloring process is it's like, what is going on with the light source in this picture? I feel like if I figure this out, I can upgrade and evolve my drawing to the next level. And by the way, guys, thank you so much for watching these. I'm such a beginner on the drawing and the YouTube, and I feel like really thank you. Alright, so there's my finished drawing and my commentary on it, and there are probably so many more things to point out, like from a character design point of view, facial expression, poses, and like I didn't even draw the background. And I guess I'll try to think of this as like an RPG game where I can stack my skill points in areas that I need. But the good thing is that in this game, you can keep leveling up as long as you keep trying, right? Thank you for watching, everyone, and if there's something that you want to study and learn together, leave it in the comments below. And like I said, I do need more art friends. And we will keep on practicing now, won't we?